been 10 years since the Tournament of Power. Peace reigned in all 12 universes, but the most sacred place of existence, something ancient and evil, has awakened. A wandering shadow, born from the universes erased in the past, has found its way to the top. The colorful and surreal space of Zeno-sama begins to lose saturation. The vibrant colors turn gray and opaque. A black fog with reddish electric static creeps across the checkered ground. It's useless to resist. Daishinkan turns slowly. Usual violet eyes now have black sclera and a crimson glow in the center. Her angelic halo flickers erratically. The balance has been broken for too long because of mortals playing gods. The two Zeno-sama float on their thrones. Her childish expressions have disappeared. They've lost, empty gaze covered by a shadow. Goku, it's dangerous! Yes, Goku breaks the rules. Goku surpasses the gods. Goku must disappear. This will be done, my lords. The divine purge begins now. The mortal, Son Goku's the root of the imbalance. If he falls, the hope of mortals will fall with him. Daishinkan raises his staff. An expansive wave of dark energy crosses reality itself, shooting towards the 12 multiverses. Meanwhile, on the planet of the god Beerus, a sonic boom shakes the trees. Goku and Vegeta are in the middle of a brutal training match. Goku is in the Ultra Instinct mastered, but he looks more mature and muscular. Vegeta is in the Ultra Ego with a wild, controlled expression. Don't hold back, Kakarot. Your perfect evasion won't work if I destroy all the ground you step on. Vegeta launches a concentrated power of destruction in the form of a sphere. Goku doesn't dodge it, he blocks it with a hand wrapped in a dense silver aura, deflecting it towards the sky. You're faster, Vegeta! Your Ultra Ego's no longer depending only on taking damage. You've learned to channel your anger without losing your mind. And you've stopped doubting. 10 years ago, your accuracy was flawed. Now, it's like hitting the air. Both of them stop the fight at once. Their auras disappear. They stay static, looking at the sky. Did you feel that? A chill, but it's not normal divine ki. It felt like something had broken in the universe. Beerus eating pizza while Whis was frowning at his staff. Suddenly an orb of Whis cracks. A high-pitched sound of broken glass resonates. Oh dear! What's up, Whis? Is the ice cream over? Mr. Beerus, I've lost the connection with the High Priest. No, even worse. The connection has been rejected. There's an order entering the minds of all the angels right now. Whis falls to his knees, dropping the staff. He grabs his head, screaming in pain. A dark aura tries to surround him. Goku would quickly get to the side of Whis. Whis, what's wrong? What the hell's wrong with him? No, me. They will control. Mr. Beerus, they have to go. The father, Daishinkan, he has decreed the execution of Son Goku. An execution? What are you talking about? Daishinkan? Suddenly the sky of the planet of Beerus is torn apart. Three-dimensional portals of black and purple color open violently. Enemies. They have a gigantic key. Three figures descend from the portals. They are gods of destruction, but their eyes are blank, and their bodies emanate a black smoke. Kaitala from Universe 4, Belmont from Universe 11, and Ewan from Universe 1. Target located. They are Goku. Delete to the threat. Delete to the mortal who defies the gods. Belmont? Kaitala? What's the matter with them? It's us! You bastards, you dare invade my planet? I'm Beerus, the Destroyer. Explain what this means. Ewan's not responding. He throws a beam of black destructive energy towards Goku. Beerus intercepts the attack, deflecting with a slap, but his hand is left smoking. This Haki, he's corrupt. It's not pure energy of destruction, it's malice. Goku, Vegeta, listen carefully. A corruption's taken over Zeno-sama's palace. We angels are linked to Daishinkan. He tried to possess me, but my link with you in this universe seems to have created a temporary resistance. But the other gods, they weren't so lucky. Vegeta would access Ultra Ego max power while putting himself in a battle pose. They're hunting us? Perfect. I wanted to kick that mouse and clown's ass for a long time. Goku would change his expression to be more serious while making the power of the Ultra Instinct flow to a new level. I have no choice. Get ready, Vegeta! The battle breaks out. It's 2-on-3, with Beerus hesitating whether to attack his fellow gods. Vegeta throws himself against Belmont. The clown creates razor-sharp energy cards. Vegeta goes through them because his aura destroyed Belmont's energy. Receiving cuts, but without stopping, Goku moves at light speed against Kyla and Ewan. Vegeta would connect a punch to the stomach of Belmont. Your Jiren is not here to protect you, you scumbag. The pain. It's irrelevant. The order is absolute. Belmont grabs Vegeta's head and it releases an explosion of black energy that reaches him directly. Vegeta would shoot out towards the universe of the planet, generating an incredible explosion. Vegeta! Kyla takes advantage of the distraction. Being small, he moves erratically and hits Goku's vital points. Goku tries to use the Ultra Instinct to dodge, but Kyla's body emits a negative gravity that slows Goku down. My body! It feels heavy around them. It's not just physical strength. His energy is polluting the environment. Ewan carries a giant sphere of destruction. Vanish is deadly dirty. Beerus appears in front of Ewan and his face is one of pure fury. Enough! Hawkeye! Beerus throws a golden pure Hawkeye. It crashes into Ewan's black sphere. A clash of energies cracks the planet and the ground is crumbling. Goku, Vegeta, they can't win here. Their energy is endless because they're being fed directly by the King's Palace. They have to run away. We won't leave you here, Beerus! You idiot! The target's you! If they kill you, whatever Daishinkan's planning, he will have won. Whis, get him out of here! Whis knocks his staff to the ground 3 times. I'm sorry, Mr. Beerus. We will come back for you. A transport cube begins to form around Goku and Vegeta. Damn it, don't run away, Kakarot, we can beat him! Goku would watch Beerus fighting 3 gods at once. Beerus, I swear your sacrifice won't be in vain. Kyla notices the escape and releases a sonic squeal that breaks the barrier of Whis' cube before it closes completely. They won't escape! The black energy hits Goku in the chest, knocking him out of the cube. Goku rolls on the floor, losing the state of Ultra Instinct. Oh no, Mr. Goku's been hit by the corrupted energy! Goku gets up in a terrible condition. Belmont instantly appears behind him, with a ball of corrupted energy ready to disintegrate him. The end. From the Saiyan. Goku closes his eyes waiting for the impact, but it doesn't come. An explosion of silver and violet ki explodes. Vegeta stepped in, stopping Belmont's hand with both hands, his forehead veins about to burst. Nobody kill my rival except me! Vegeta gives a brutal headbutt to Belmont, making him back off. Kakarot, use teleportation. Take Whis away. But Vegeta! Do it! I'll buy time. My power increases the more damage I take, and these bastards have a lot of damage to give. Beerus is thrown to the ground near them. Despite being the most powerful god, he finds himself with multiple wounds all over his body. Beerus would spit out some blood. Listen up. There's a place what Daishinkan can't easily see. The Kingdom of Nothing, where the tournament took place, but they need a key. Beerus rips an earring out of his ear and throws it at Goku. Go! Search for the truth about the Omni family. Only a power greater than the King's can stop this. Goku catches the earring, watching Vegeta finishing like a demon against 2 God, and Beerus getting up to cover him. I swear I'll be back, and I'll make them pay. Goku grabs Whis by the shoulder. He concentrates. It's not looking for a key, it's looking for an empty location. Divine teleportation! Goku and Whis disappear in an instant flash. Goku and Whis arrive at the Kingdom of Nothing, observing a total darkness. Only a semi-destroyed floating platform remains from the old tournament, and Goku and Whis appear falling to the ground hard. Damn it! We left them behind! It was the only logical choice, Goku-san. Mr. Beerus and Vegeta brought time with their lives. If you died, there would be no return. Dragon Balls will no longer work if the creators are corrupt. Daishinkan! Zeno-sama! They said it was a threat. Fine. If they want a threat, I'll give them a threat. Goku, his current power, even the Ultra Instinct, is derived from the techniques of the angels. If Daishinkan wishes, he can override his technique. That is why we lost today. You cannot win by using their power against them. Then I need something else. Something that's not from Los Angeles. Not even the destroyers. Goku looks at the earring that Beerus gave him. It shines with a strange white light, pure, different from divine ki. Beerus said, the power of the Omni family. Whis would watch the earring with some astonishment. That earring? It's a forbidden relic. It is said to belong to the original creator of Zeno-sama, the Zalma. The creator of the Super Balls? Exactly. If Daishinkan has corrupted the current order, we must look for the original source, the primordial power. But, Goku, that path could change you forever. I could stop being immortal. I could stop being a Saiyan. I don't care what I gotta sacrifice. Vegeta stayed behind trusting me. Beerus sacrificed himself. I'm going to get that power. I'm going to beat the kings. And I'm going to free my universe. Goku's gaze expressed determination never seen before, while his silver eyes emanate great anger. For its part on planet Earth, the sky is getting darker. Gohan, Piccolo, and Goten look up. A giant hologram of Daishinkan appears in the sky. Inhabitants of Universe 7, their existence is a mistake. His protector, Son Goku's been declared an enemy of existence. The Purge being shortly. There is no salvation. Dad, what's happening? Returning to the kingdom of Zeno-sama, Daishinkan would realize where they had gone with Goku. They've escaped to the realm of nothingness. Smart, but useless. Daishinkan looks to his side. A figure comes from the shadows. He's a tall warrior, black halo behind his back and spear. He's not an angel, he's something new created by corruption. Go and catch him. Bring me his head, but be careful. If Zalma's inheritance wakes up, we'll have problems. The new warrior would disappear from the kingdom of Zeno-sama, leaving to hunt down Goku and Whis. The cat and mouse game's over, Goku. Now it's war. While the warrior was leaving in search for Son Goku, the entire sky of planet Earth is no longer blue. A reddish energy dome has covered the planet, blocking the sun. The cities are in panic, but there's no uncontrolled chaos. There's paralyzing fear. At the Capsule Corporation, the Z-Warriors are gathered. Piccolo, Krillin, report back. What is the situation in the other sectors? Wrong. They have started to descend. They're not normal soldiers, Gohan. They are shadows. Beings with no detectable ki who are erasing people, not killing them. They just disappear. Damn it! Daishinkan's message was not an empty threat. Dad! There are 3 ships descending on the southern capital. Grandpa Satan is there. Mom is preparing the corporation shields, but they won't hold much if they attack directly here. Where are my dad and Mr. Goku? They're fighting on another front. Now it's our turn. Listen up, everyone. It's not about winning a tournament. It's about survival. If you see those shadow beings, don't use small ki bursts. Use everything. Disintegrate them. Suddenly, an explosion shakes the building. The ceiling of the control room is ripped off by the roof. Floating above them are 3 hooded figures in black priestly robes with the symbol Zeno inverted on the chest. The Purge of Universe 7 begins with the lineage of the sinner. Gohan disappears and reappears instantly in front of the priest with a kick that breaks the sound barrier. Get off my planet! The impact is brutal. The priest shoots out, crossing several buildings. Gohan's not waiting. Charge a powerful burst of energy. Piccolo, Goten, Trunks, take care of the other 2. I'll protect the center. You heard, Gohan. Let's fight. Meanwhile, the beautiful planet of the god Beerus is devastated. The sacred trees burns with black fire. There are craters everywhere. Beerus and Vegeta are on the ground. They're not dead, but they are defeated. Chains made of dark solid light tie their wrists and necks. Vegeta is unconscious with his armor shattered. Beerus is breathing hard with 1 foot of Kyla on his chest. Look at you, Beerus, the most feared destroyer reduced to a step. Beerus would spit out blood while exclaiming, Enjoy a rat. As long as Goku's free, you guys are scared. You will die soon, and you will be witness. The High Priest has special plans for the rebel gods. They'll not be erased. They will be rewritten. Belmont snaps his fingers. A dark portal opens beneath Beerus and Vegeta. The chains pull them into the darkness. Whis, I trust you. The portal closes, leaving the planet silent. Meanwhile, in the realm of nothingness, Goku and Whis walk on the floating platform. The environment is oppressive. There are no stars, there is no sound, only infinite darkness. Goku, you need to hurry up. The earring that Mr. Beerus gave you, he's reacting to this place. I'm sorry, an attraction. It's not my ki. It's like gravity. It's pulling me down into the abyss below the platform. The realm of nothingness is not simply an empty space. It is the canvas on which Zalma painted reality before creating the universes. If there's an entrance to your domain, it must be in the deep. Suddenly, a black energy spear crosses space at an absurd speed, grazing Goku's cheek and cutting off a lock of his hair. Watch out, Whis! They found us! Goku pushes Whis. A figure lands heavily on the platform, cracking it. He's the warrior that Daishinkan sent. Target found. They are Goku. Threat level extreme. Proceeding to the elimination. Goku accesses Super Saiyan God, with which he has the regeneration of his power and wounds. I don't have time for this! Goku goes on the attack. His punches are quick, but Zeroth doesn't move. When Goku's fist impacts the armor, Goku's red key turns off on contact. What? My energy! Goku-san, don't touch him directly. That armor is made of anti-divine matter. Absorb the key of the gods. Analysis complete. Super Saiyan God, ineffective. Zeroth hits Goku with the back of his spear. The blow isn't just physical. A black shockwave sends Goku rolling across the platform. Goku gets up, coughing, returning to his base state. If I use the divine key, it takes away from me. Fine, then we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Goku screams and transforms into Super Saiyan 3. Long golden hair lights up the darkness. Brute power shakes the void. Let's see if you can absorb this! Goku attacks with a ferocity not seen in years. Without the call of the Ultra Instinct, Goku fights with pure rage. Punches, kicks, bites. Zeroth recoils before the brute physical force. Smart. Mortal ki is not so easily absorbed by such technology because it's impure and chaotic. But the SSJ-3 consumes too much power. Recalculating. Increased physical strength. Initiating speed protocol. Zeroth's eyes flicker. Disappear from sight. It's not teleportation, it's pure speed. Goku receives invisible blows from all directions. Damn it! I can't feel his ki to predict it! Goku's thrown to the edge of the abyss. Zeroth carries a cannon on his right arm, aiming at Goku's head. Goodbye. Whis appears in the middle, stopping the cannon with a single finger. But Whis' finger starts to turn gray. Oh, wow, it even affects angels. Goku, jump! What? The earrings guide you down. He has to jump into the void. I'll keep him here. I can't leave you, Whis! If you use your power, they'll deactivate you. If you don't get to that power, we'll all be permanently deactivated. Wow, it's an order from his master. Goku looks at Whis, then at Zeroth, who's charging more energy. Grit your teeth and look at the black abyss, and jumps backwards into the infinite fall. Hold on, Whis! Target escaping. Zeroth tries to jump after Goku, but Whis spins his staff, creating a temporary barrier. I'm afraid your battle's with me now, although I admit I am at a disadvantage. Goku falls into absolute darkness. No wind, just silence. Super Saiyan 3 is deactivated due to the exhaustion, and due to Goku returning to his base state, descending for what seems like hours. Is there a bottom, or will I fall forever? Vegeta, Gohan, hold on! The earring in his hand starts to burn. It shines with such intensity it blinds Goku. Suddenly, Goku bumps into something. Not solid ground, a surface like a lake, but made of golden liquid light. Goku sinks into the liquid and goes to the surface on the other side. Falls to the ground immaculately with a white marble floor. A colossal temple floating in an infinite white space. There's no sky, no sun, just perfect ambient light. In front of Goku there's a gigantic door, hundreds of meters high, with inscriptions in a language that Goku doesn't understand, but that resonates in his head. This one, is it the place? The slope floats out of his head and embeds into the slot of the giant door. The earth is shaking. An ancient roar, deep as the universe itself, echoes from within. A mortal, with the key of the destroyer. You've come far, little warrior. Who are you? Are you Zalma?
I am the guardian of the threshold. Zalma sleeps in the core of existence. To awaken his power, you must give up who you think you are.
The door opens slowly. A blinding light bathes Goku. A humanoid silhouette emerges from the light, but the power emanating from his body is beastly.
The gods have failed you. The angels are bound. You seek the power to kill the immortal.
I seek the power to protect my family. If I have to break the gods for that, I'll do it.
Then come. But I'm warning you, Saiyan, the power of the Omni family is not learned like the Ultra Instinct. It is taken, and if your body's not worthy, it will erase you from history as if you were never born. Not even the Super Dragon Balls will bring you back.
Goku steps forward without hesitation. I've risked my life thousands of times. One more doesn't make a difference. Goku crosses the threshold. The door slams shut behind him, leaving the sound of a final thunderclap. Meanwhile on Earth, the battle's fierce. Gohan's tired, with torn clothes. At his feet lies the corrupt priest, defeated, but laughing.
You think you've won, but we are only the advanced guard. Look up!
Gohan looks at the sky. The red dome opens. A large portal opens all over the sky of planet Earth. At the instant that an unreal power manages to make the whole universe tremble. That key! It can't be! From the portal, the warrior with his simple pressure manages to make all the warriors fall to their knees. As an angel, they have sent a fallen angel. Chaos reigned all over the place, but a silent, scary chaos was it. The colossal portal of the Omni Armada covered the sky, blocking the sun. A pillar of dark violet light descended. The Z-warriors gathered in the rubble, looking on in horror. Elegant figures emerged from the pillar of light. Their feet touch the ground and the asphalt turns to dust instantly. Not from heat, but from pure pressure. He is Mojito, the angel of Universe 9. Her pale blue skin glows with the corrupted divine aura. Her white hair is combed back, and she maintains a cynical and relaxed smile. Well, well, what a great place. Noisy. Universe 9 was a chaotic dump, full of beasts and savagery. It had a rustic charm, though. You, apes of Universe 7, are annoying. They have a bad habit of surviving when they should be extinct.
That pressure, it's not like Beerus's. It's not even like Moro's or Frieza's. It's a void, and I don't feel his ki. I feel as if the air around me is being erased. He's an angel, and he hasn't come to observe.
Trunks transformed to Super Saiyan. I don't care if it's an angel or a demon. If he's with Daishinkan, he's our enemy. Trunks, wait, don't attack. Listen, I don't know what they've done to my father or Vegeta, but it's our home. We get out now or I swear I won't be merciful. Mercy, what a deadly concept. I'm afraid mercy was erased from the new decree, son of Goku. Gohan's aura exploded. The beast mode was activated. Hair silvery gray and long, eyes red with black pupils. A beam of black electricity split the ground. I won't let you touch anyone! Ah! Gohan disappeared, faster than ever, instantly reappearing in front of Mojito, throwing a punch straight at the angel's face. A sonic boom would destroy mountains. A shockwave pushes Goten and Trunks back, but Mojito doesn't move. He raised a single index finger. Gohan's fist, capable of breaking dimensional barriers, stopped in its tracks against Mojito's fingertip. What? No way! Interesting. You've broken your deadly limit. That transformation, that hysterical anger and force of instant cellular evolution. Beast mode, right? That's impressive for a primate. You're still immortal playing strong. Your speed linear. My speed is absolute. Mojito moved his finger slightly forward and an invisible shockwave hit Gohan in the stomach. The sounds of pain breaking. Gohan vomits blood and shoots like a missile, passing through skyscrapers before crashing, creating a crater for kilometers.
Gohan!
His ki increases to the max, accessing the orange Piccolo.
Damn you! 1718 now! Cover me!
The androids release showers of infinite energy to distract the angel. Piccolo carries his most lethal technique.
Destroyer of the Emperor!
The spiraling lightning, with its charged fury, crosses distances in seconds, aiming at Mojito's heart. Boring. Didn't even serve to arouse my interest. Piccolo's attack hits the staff, and it glides around Mojito's body as if it were water on oil, swerving without touching him.
It can't be! He deflected my strongest attack!
Their attacks are based on anger and brute force. We angels exist in the state of perfect precision. They will never be able to touch us. Mojito moved his staff, generating an attack. Restraining order, absolute zero gravity. His effect was instant. All the Z warriors fell to the ground. Not normal gravity, it was the weight of an entire planet on their backs. Asphalt sinking under them. They can't move. They're paralyzed, crushed like insects.
No, I can't move me! My bones!
I'm going to enjoy dismantling this planet little by little. I want to see how much pain it takes for Goku to appear. Ah, there he is. I'll start with that blue-haired woman that Prince Vegeta cares so much about. From the distant crater, Gohan tried to get up, his body shaking. He was bleeding from his head and chest with eyes of fury. My body's not responding! The power difference is too much! Dad! Vegeta! Hurry up, please! I don't know how long we can take it! Damn it! Meanwhile, in the Kingdom of Nothing, the scenario changed. The tournament platform was deserted. Whis on his knees, leaning on his crosshair, his robe in tatters. His thing, normally immaculate skin, was gray. In front of him, Zeroth, with a black technological armor and spear of negative energy, was pointing at his neck.
Your resistance is illogical. You're an angel. Your loyalty belongs to the Grey Law and the Grey Priest. You violated 4,000 protocols by helping Son Goku. My loyalty belongs to life, to evolution, something my father Daishinkan has forgotten in his quest for perfect order. You can't reach him anymore, Hunter. He crossed the threshold. He's entered the domains of Zalma. It's now outside of the angels. If I can't reach him, I'll wait. The mortal's gonna die in the process of assimilating. His 0% chance of probability is real. Probability of survival, 0. You're gonna be an offering to the High Priest. Your code will be rewritten.
Zeroth drove the base of his spear into his chest. Though it doesn't physically go through him, a shockwave of black and red energy engulfed him. Whispers of pain of corruption tried to go through his mind. Wow, Goku! The rest is up to you. The black energy crystallizes around Whis, sealing him in dark diamond in the form of a floating coffin. Whis was frozen, like a statue.
Angel Whis, captured. State, stasis. Initiating return to the central base.
A nightmare of space. The sky is made of living flesh and clouds of blood. There's no floor, just a red abyss. Vegeta in the air, crucified by the chains of black energy out of nowhere, go through his wrists and ankles. He's shirtless, covered in smoking wounds. Daishinkan floats with his hands behind his back, looking at him with a terrifying calm.
Vegeta, the prince of an extinct race. Always in the shade. Always the number 2. Always arriving a step late. Save yourself, you cheap physiology dwarf. If you're gonna kill me, do it. If not, shut the fuck up. Killing you would have been a waste of a specimen. You have something Goku doesn't have.
Daishinkan floats over, staying inches away from his face, violet eyes shining.
Goku seeks the power to protect. A noble desire, but weak. It limits him. He's always afraid of breaking something, but you seek power of pride. Domain. Your ultra ego's the purest form of destruction. You enjoy the pain in battle. So what? Doesn't mean I'm gonna serve you. Zeno-sama no longer needs lazy and incompetent destroyers like Beerus. We need enforcers. We need kings. I've seen your mind, Vegeta. I've seen your envy. I've seen you hated Frieza, but deep down you admire his power. I've seen your hate for Kakarot surpasses you. Shut up, not me! I'm not like that. Of course you are.
Vegeta's aura, usually violet, was contaminated by black and red threads.
I am offering you a deal. Accept my dark blessing. You will surpass Goku, and Beerus, and angels. You will be the king of destruction of all. No one will look at you from above. You will never be second again. Never! I'm not your puppet. I am the Prince of the Saiyans! A prince is a child who hopes to inherit. A king is a man who takes what is his. You won't be a puppet, Vegeta. You will be a god. You just have to stop resisting and accept that you hate being weak. Accept your nature.
Vegeta screams, a heartbreaking sound of reality in the prison. His pupils disappear and his eyes white for a second before being filled with darkness. The symbol of the fallen angel is engraved on his chest. The scream suddenly stops. Vegeta lowers his head, his aura explodes, now a blackish purple color, evil and heavy. His expression changed, no pain, just malice. Welcome, King Vegeta. Goku standing in the center of the Infinite White Room. There's no walls or light. In front of him floats the Guardian, a silhouette of stellar constellations. A white flame burns in the center, not emitting heat, but an existential pressure. The Omni power is not key. It's the essence of creation itself. The clay with which Zalma sculpted the universes. To contain it, your body must be destroyed and rebuilt. Are you ready to die, Son Goku? Vegeta stayed behind to give me time. Beerus sacrificed himself. Whis captured. If I hesitate, their sacrifices will be nothing. If that's what it takes to save my friends, do it. Then enter the flame of the origin. I warn you, leave behind everything that makes you strong. Goku walks towards the white fire, and touching it doesn't burn him. It breaks. Skin starts to crack like porcelain. Goku falls screaming. Ah! It's burning too much! I feel like I'm disintegrating! Inside the fire, we see Goku's skeleton glowing, divine ki protecting him. We see a red aura of Super Saiyan God and the blue aura of the blue desperately manifest, but the white flame devours them. Your divine energy is useless. That borrowed power from the gods, leave it. Abandon Super Saiyan, Ultra Instinct. The limits. Get empty. To be everything, you must be nothing. My powers, they're leaving. I feel the divine ki evaporate. I don't feel gods or anything. I'm fading. Can't disappear. Gohan! Vegeta! I promised Chi-Chi that I would come back! Inside Goku's mind in the darkness, a figure of the great Ozaru appears. The Ozaru roars with fury, and then glows and breaks into 1,000 pieces, revealing small white light, pure and simple in his chest. I'm not a god or an angel. I'm a Saiyan raised on Earth, and I am Son Goku! A silent explosion shakes the temple. White flames implode, shaking and sucking into Goku's chest. The temple shaking and the dimensional cracks appear in the white air. Has he absorbed the flame? No way! A mortal should be able to contain eternity without disintegrating. His will is harder than the divine diamond. The smoke dissipates. Goku standing. Body subtly changed but profound. His musculature is more compact. Perfect. Hair back to black, base shape, but has bright white tips like stars at the end of the strands. His eyes widen and are completely white without pupils, and a golden ring around his iris. His clothes have been restored by the magic of Zalma. It's now a dark gray combat robe with golden details. A mixture of clothes from Kaioshin and an ancient warrior. I'm sorry. I feel the whole universe breathing. Every atom. You have succeeded. You've accessed the Omni Path. You have transcended the divine hierarchies. But this is the beginning. You have the power now. Do you have the will to fend for your friends who have been corrupted? I'm gonna release them. All of them. It doesn't matter what they've become. Goku looks up and his vision transverses dimensions, locating Earth instantly. Here I come, Daishinkan. Goku takes a step. He doesn't teleport. He tears the reality with his hands and crosses space-time like walking through a door. On Earth, the situation's critical. Mojito floats on the shield of the Capsule Corporation. Bulma hugs Bra, crying. On the ground, Gohan is helpless, crushed by gravity. Mojito would create a corrupted, destructive energy sphere on his finger. It was fun while it lasted, humans, but it's time to clean the trash. Goodbye, woman. Mojito launches the attack, the sphere of destruction going towards Bulma. Trunks and Goten scream and Gohan closes his eyes. Just when Mojito's lightning goes to touch the shield, the sky breaks. Not a cloud, reality. A golden dimensional rift opens with the sound of thunder. A hand comes through the crack, catching the energy sphere with an open palm. The sphere of destruction, capable of erasing galaxies, is crushed by a fist of their newcomer with an attack that was so simple it turned it into harmless smoke. What? Who is capable of destroying my energy? That was energy of pure destruction! From the rift, Goku descends, gray tunic fluttering. Doesn't emit ki, a presence that is absolute. Mojito's crushing gravity dissipates. The Z warriors can breathe. Goku, I knew you were alive! Dad, what is that power? Goku lands in front of Mojito, calm but scary. White golden eyes fixed on the angel.
I told you, get the hell off my planet!
Goku's eyes shine in a great way with great fury, heads towards him. Time seems to have stopped at the Capsule Corporation. The red oppressive atmosphere is there around Goku, but a perfect circle of clarity. Clean air, light, white. Mojito floats a few meters away, his face disjointed by an emotion his species rarely experiences, disbelief. That ki, that's not ki. There's no vibration, no heat. It's like looking into the void before creation. Oh, what kind of abomination are you, mortal?
I ask you one more time, Mojito. Will you go, or I'll have to delete you?
Insolent! I am a guiding angel. I exist in a state of perfect perfection. You can't erase eternity! Mojito disappears. Not a physical speed, it's a quantum shift. He disappears and instantly is behind Goku, swinging a staff towards his back of his neck. The blow carries force to split a planet in two and the magic to seal a soul. Dad, behind you! Goku doesn't turn, he doesn't even raise an arm to block. He tilts his head to the left and the staff whistles past, cutting through air. Lucky? No! Mojito dances the dance of death, throwing thousands of punches per second. Staff, fists, kicks, energy beams. Every attack is perfect, every angle impossible to dodge. Goku's not dodging, he's just not where the blows fall. He moves with fluidity that makes Ultra Instinct seem clumsy. Your technique is on reacting to your environment. You're no longer the control of the environment. I am. Shut up, you mortal! Mojito throws his staff in the air. The weapons glow and multiply into thousands of spears of holy light falling on Goku. Omni-denial. Goku clenches his fist. 1,000 spears of light stop. They turn gray and disintegrate. The angel's magic was nullified by sheer authority. You canceled my miracle. Impossible, only the high priest. Daishinkan's broken the rules, and you follow him. Now pay the price. Goku hits, not quick, but a heavy blow. A direct punch to Mojito's stomach. When the fist connects, there's no shockwave. All the force is concentrated inside the angel's body. Go! Mojito's eyes go blank, spitting blood. The halo on his back cracks with the sound of glass. Angel shoots into space, traversing the atmosphere, breaking the barrier of his mothership and crashing onto the moon.
He's defeated. An angel. One fell swoop.
While Goku triumphs on Earth, a tragedy is born in Oblivion. The red dimension shaking. Chains held Vegeta were broken, not physically, but by corrosion. Vegeta floats, his transformation complete. He no longer has eyebrows similar to the Super Saiyan 3, but his forehead is prominent and dark. Hair as dark violet that looks black. Falls heavy on his back. Eyes with no pupils and wells of destructive energy. On his chest, shining was a pale skin, a symbol engraved in fire, the mark of an inverted Z of the fallen angels.
Magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. How are you feeling, King Vegeta? I feel silence. Silence? That voice in my head, the one that told me that Kakarot was better, the one that told me I should protect my family to be strong, the one that told me I had limits, silent. The hunger of destruction. It's the nature of the universe. I need you to test your power. This prison is no longer necessary. Do you want me to destroy the door? I want you to destroy the dimension. Delete it from the map of existence.
Vegeta raises a hand, not to charge ki or scream. A small sphere of energy the size of a marble appears at his fingertip, an intense purple color that hurts to look at. Energy of concentrated destruction.
Disappear. Become atoms.
Drops the marble and touching the invisible ground of the dimension, the reality broke. Not exploding, imploding. The color of the sky was red, sky folding on itself. The dimension cracks like a crushed egg. Daishinkan creates a portal to exit with delight.
Yes, this is the power that'll overcome the Omni King.
The prison of Oblivion collapses into nothing. Vegeta floats on the white void, laughing, a laugh promising the end of everything. Goku lands in the courtyard with Capsule Corporation. His gray robe returns to normal. Eyes, still white and golden, soften when seeing his family.
Goku, we thought you were dead! Beerus and Vegeta, them...
I know, Bulma. I've seen everything. Beerus sacrificed himself and Vegeta. Goku looked at the sky to see an invisible point in space. Dad? Vegeta, is he alive? He's alive, but he's not Vegeta we know. He's changed. His soul, it's like a black hole.
Goku, that power. What happened to you? I don't feel your ki, it's like you're a ghost.
I had to leave my ki behind, Piccolo. To face Daishinkan, I couldn't be immortal, or a god. I had to be the law of the universe. But there's a price. I'm sorry. I'm moving away. Their voices sounded far, their faces. I have to make an effort to remember them.
Grandpa!
Goku looked down, touching his granddaughter. Her eyes blink and turn black again for a second. Humanity returns to him briefly. Don't worry, I'm here. As long as you're here, I'll remember who I am. Suddenly the sky began to lighten after Mojito's defeat. Darkness again. This time not red, but black. Absolute darkness swallowing the stars. A projection appears in the sky. It's Daishinkan.
Inhabitants of Universe 7, Goku, I see you've rejected the initial purge. You threatened my son Mojito. Congratulations, you're an Omega-level threat.
Daishinkan, get over here! Get down and face me!
Patience, Goku. Our meeting is inevitable, but first you must face the consequences of your sins. You created rivals. You instilled the desire of power. Now reap what you sow.
The image of Daishinkan changes to Vegeta. He's the new Vegeta. Empty eyes and dark marks.
Vegeta, what have they done?
Dad!
I present to you the King of Destruction. His mission is not to kill you, Goku. That would be too quick. His mission is to destroy what gives you strength. King Vegeta is heading to Namek right now, destroying the Dragon Balls. No, you scumbag! Don't you dare! He's on his way, and if you save them, Goku, you'll have to fight your best friend. You will have to kill him, or destroy everything you love. Let the real game begin. The projection fades, leaving Goku thoughtful. I have to go. Now! I'm coming with you! No! Gohan! You're the last who can protect the Earth if they send more angels! You and Broly are the last defense! I will go to Namek and bring Vegeta back. I promise! Even if I have to beat him to get that darkness out!
Save him, Goku, but don't kill him!
Goku nods, his body glowing with the white and golden light. He raises his hand and tears the space-time, creating a portal to Namek. Hang in there, Vegeta. I'm coming. Goku crosses the portal and disappears. Gohan stares at the sky, clenching his fists until they bleed. Everybody get ready. The war's just begun. The planet Namek, known for emerald skies and blue waters, no longer existed. What was left was a dying sphere engulfed in dark violet flames. The three suns of Namek were being eclipsed by a cloud of black ash covering the stratosphere, if the planet itself was covered by a funeral shroud. The village of the great patriarch Muri, the silence was absolute. No shouting because there was no one left to shout. The snail-shaped houses were crushed. Scariest thing wasn't the physical destruction, but the feeling of emptiness. Where there was life before, there were gaps in reality now. In the middle of the central plaza, floating over the charred remains of the Namekian warriors, was the destroyer King Vegeta. Appearance was a blasphemy against his former nobility. His skin was pale as cold marble, furrowed by pulsating black veins. Dark violet hair fell heavy, long over the back. On his bare chest, the Z mark of the fallen angel shone with an evil radiance, and his eyes, bottomless cesspools that devoured the light. In his hand, holding the Muri by the neck, the Namek elder was barely breathing.
Tell me where you hid the spheres. Never. The spheres are hope. Your despair. Hope's a lie that the weak tell themselves in order not to commit suicide. I will free you from her.
Vegeta tightened his grip. The corrupted Haki energy beam disintegrated Mori's neck. The space above the village was torn at this time, with no sound of teleportation or sonic boom. It was as if someone had cut a cloth with a sharp razor. A crack of white and golden light appeared in the air. From the crack, Goku descended, gray robe fluttering, immaculate despite the ash. The white eyes with the golden ring immediately landed on Vegeta. Goku's presence pushed the violet flames back, creating a circle of calm around the plaza.
Let him go, Vegeta!
Vegeta turned his head, seeing Goku, a grotesque smile drawn on his face, showing sharp teeth. He released Mori, who fell on the ground panting.
Kakarot, or should I say the Enlightened One. Daishinkan showed me what you did on Earth. You defeated Mojito. Impressive for a mortal. I didn't come to fight you. I came to take the darkness out of you. I know you're still in there. In there? I am darkness, asshole! The Vegeta you knew was weak, bound by morals, family, and the fear of being surpassed. This one is me, the king who takes everything and asks for nothing.
Vegeta raised his hand. A black sphere of destruction formed.
Let's see if your Omni power could stand the erasure of history.
Vegeta didn't launch the sphere, he detonated it in his hand, turning into a human comet of destructive energy. He lunged at Goku at a speed that exceeded the reaction time of the gods. Goku didn't move. He raised his forearm. The impact disintegrated an entire mountain range miles away. The ground beneath them sank down in the planet's mantle, creating an instantaneous lava ocean. Goku stopped Vegeta's punch with his wrist, but Goku frowned. Where Vegeta's energy touched his robe, reality flickered.
This Haki's not normal. He's not trying to destroy me. He's trying to destroy the concept of my existence. If I let my guard down for a millisecond, he'll erase me from everyone's memory. What's going on? Does it hurt? I can feel your authority trembling at my hunger.
Vegeta spun and launched a downward kick. Goku blocked it, but the force caused him to plunge into the lava. Vegeta gave him no respite. He began to bombard the magma sea with thousands of spheres of corrupted energy.
Reign of extinction!
The planet cracked. The core of Namek was unstable. From the lava, a white column erupted, scattering Vegeta's attacks. Goku emerged without a burn. His gaze wasn't passive, it was severe.
Enough!
Goku disappeared and reappeared in front of Vegeta inside his guard. He placed an open palm on his chest just above the cursed mark. Omni-purification! A golden light flooded his body. The corrupted Saiyan shouted, arching his back. Black smoke began to come out of his pores. For a second, Vegeta's left eye regained its normal black pupil.
Kakarot! Kill me!
But then the mark on his chest flashed with violence and Daishinkan's voice echoed from the mark.
The contract is absolute.
The darkness returned with double force, expelling Goku with a shockwave that sent him flying across 3 continents.
Don't try to save me, it's insulting.
Vegeta looked down where Mori was trying to crawl into the cave. In the cave, 7 giant orange spheres were glowing.
There they are, the Dragon Balls. Daishinkan did say they're the source of hope. I'll destroy them and break your spirit.
Vegeta descended towards them, charging a final attack. He was about to throw his Haki over the giant 4-star sphere.
Goodbye to your wishes, Kakarot.
But the attack never came. Time stopped. The flames stopped moving. Lava froze in the air. Even Goku, flying at a full speed, was suspended in temporary amber. The black and violet sky of Namek was torn. This time it wasn't a small crack. The sky opened up like a giant eyelid, revealing an infinite golden abyss. From it, pressure descended, so immense that Vegeta's corruption shrank inside his body. 2 gigantic eyes, like golden suns, appeared in the sky looking down, and then a claw. Ethereal, translucent, golden claw the size of a continent descended and covered the Dragon Balls, protecting them. The voice echoed not in the air, but in the atomic structure of the universe.
Miserable creature!
The frozen time was broken, but pressure remained. Vegeta fell, crushed by gravity. Goku landed looking at the sky, amazed. Zalma, you came? Zalma's protection didn't fully manifest as the planet would not support the real presence, but essence. A humanoid dragon head had formed of stardust and golden light. materialized above the clouds.
I've observed how angels play being gods. I have watched how they break the balance, but dare to destroy my creations, erase the concept of desire. It's an insult I won't tolerate.
Vegeta, trembling, got up. His corrupt pride did not allow him to kneel, even before the Dragon God.
Are you Zalma? Ha ha ha! Another old obsolete god. Daishinkan gave me the power to surpass the creators. Your spheres are garbage.
Vegeta, in absolute madness, threw a blast of energy at the face of Zalma's avatar. The attack hit the cheek and faded without leaving a scratch, and Zalma didn't even blink.
You're like an ant screaming at a hurricane, Prince. Your power is borrowed. Your soul an empty shell of heavenly filth.
Zalma turned eyes towards Goku.
They are Goku. I gave you the power of authority to correct this. I see your mortal heart makes you doubt. You're trying to cure this thing.
He's my friend. I'm not gonna kill him.
Your friend doesn't exist anymore. You see a tumor of reality. If you don't remove it, it will grow. I propose an ultimatum. Flame Bearer, you have 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
If you haven't neutralized him in 5 minutes, I will breathe out my breath on this sector myself. I will delete Namek, this Destroyer King. You, if you're still here. I will not allow my sphere to be desecrated by Daishinkan's dirty hands.
The golden sky shone brighter, heat increasing. Zalma uploaded the cosmic erase. Goku looked at Zalma, then Vegeta. The situation gone from critical to impossible. He had to defeat an immensely powerful Vegeta without killing him, and had to do it before the Dragon God decided to incinerate the galaxy out of sheer annoyance.
5 minutes? I don't need that much time to kill you, Kakarot, and then I'll skin that giant lizard.
Vegeta created a dark key sword in his hand and threw himself against Goku. I'm sorry, Vegeta. I'm gonna have to be rude. Goku crossed his arms, his gray robe tensed. Kaioken Omni! Infinite! It wasn't Kaioken Red. It was a layer of white light that superposed his body, vibrating on a frequency that made reality cry. Goku disappeared. Vegeta couldn't follow him. He appeared behind Vegeta and hit him on the back of the head with the chant of the hand. Vegeta didn't fall. His neck bent, but he rearranged himself with a sickening crack. Corruption kept him together. He turned and plunged his energy sword into his shoulder. Gah!
Your mercy's weakness.
Goku grabbed the energy blade with his bare hand, bleeding golden light instead of red blood.
It's not weakness, it's who I am.
Goku grabbed his head with both hands and gave him a brutal headbutt. His forehead against Vegeta's. The impact created a shockwave, clearing the planet's ash clouds. Vegeta stepped back, stunned.
3 minutes, Goku. My patience is short.
Goku knew the physical blows weren't enough. Daishinkan, feeding Vegeta from another dimension, had to cut the cable. Goku flew to the sky, moving away from Vegeta. He held up both hands. He started tracing symbols in the air with his fingers. The symbols glistened and stayed flowing. They were ancient ruins, the language of Zalma that Goku had unconsciously absorbed in the Crucible.
What are you doing? Magic tricks?
Vegeta charged his final attack.
Final flash, ego extinction.
A beam of black and violet energy as wide as a continent aimed at Goku. It's not magic. It's sealed. Zalma, take this as my answer. Goku pushed the symbols forward. Seal the primordial star. Divine disconnection. The golden symbols flew and surrounded Vegeta's flash, ending, and suddenly stopped the attack. The symbols disarmed him. They turned destructive energy into harmless particles and hit Vegeta's chest, forming a circle on Daishinkan's mark.
What have you done? I don't feel the High Priest.
The endless flow of dark power was cut off. Vegeta fell. Destroyer King transformation began to flicker, returning to his base form, then to the corrupted form in a painful cycle of instability. Goku came down panting, using the runes that had drained much of his authority. Cut off your supply, Vegeta. Now it's just you and your own darkness. Fight against her. But Vegeta, instead of thanking, laughed, broken and manic.
Did you cut off the supply? You idiot, Kakarot. Daishinkan didn't give me power. It contained what was growing inside of me.
Vegeta's chest bulged. The mark of the Z began to bleed a black and vicious substance that touched Namek's floor. Where the substance touched, the transmuted planet became. It wasn't destroyed, it was corrupted, turning rock into raw flesh and eyes.
Oh, interesting. You've broken the seal, Goku. What was inside your friend is not angelic power, but a seed of negative universe. Something that existed before Zeno.
What? Vegeta's body exploded into a tentacled mass of shadows and energy. No longer a Saiyan, he opened the door to a dimension of horror.
Help me, Kakarot. Time's up.
Zalma opened his mouth, a white light accumulating, and his breath of erasure. Goku stood between the Dragon God and that monstrosity. Wait!
Move away or burn!
Goku floats between the forces, Zalma's breath and the expansion of the negative universe sprouting from Vegeta's body. The sky began to cease. It was replaced by two tides of power that defied mortal comprehension. Above, Zalma's breath of erasure descended like a cataract of white, silent light. Not heat, denial of existence. His touch simply ceased to have been. No noise, no ashes. From below, the abomination Vegeta became belched as an oily, slimy tide. It was a negative seed, cancerous expansion of the anti-universe that sought to devour reality and replace it with chaos and blinking eyes. In the middle, a lonely gray dot of gold. Goku. Goku didn't adopt a fighting stance. He extended both hands on the sides, palms open toward the sky, the others towards the earth. His white ringed eyes glowed with an intensity that eclipsed the flames of a dying planet. Omni Authority! Division of Horizons! He didn't use ki to push, he used his new authority to rewrite the coordinates of space around him. A great rumble would resound through the universe. Zalma's white light hit an invisible barrier over Goku's head and bifurcated, deflecting into deep space where instantly he erased two dead moons and a distant nebula. Vegeta's oil slick crashed into the lower barrier. Corruption shrieked at the touch of Goku's authority, recoiling like acid on divine metal. Namek trembled. The crust fractured, leaving islands of floating rock above an exposed core of magma. Zalma's avatar slightly recoiled, solar eyes narrowed.
You have diverted my judgment, mortal. Impressive. Your authority is finite. The corruption of your friend is not.
Goku fell on one of the floating rock islands, his gray tunic torn. Deflecting a direct attack from the Dragon God consumed a terrifying amount of his Omni energy. In front of him, the black mass bubbled and reformed. He no longer had a human form. It was a 10-meter tower of dark muscle, sharp tentacles, and multiple violent eyes that were spinning madly. In the center of the mass, barely visible, was Vegeta's upper torso, like a fly in amber, with the mark of a fallen angel glowing on his chest.
Kakarot! Hurts! The hunger! The hunger!
Hang in there, Vegeta, I'm gonna get you out, even if I have to tear that thing piece by piece! As Namek lay dying, the Earth held its breath. In the Capsule Corporation, Gohan looked at the sky. Despite the galaxies away, his connection with his father and the disturbance in the Universal Key made him nauseous. Dad is using the power I don't get! Vegeta's energy is like a disease!
We can't distract ourselves, Gohan. Daishinkan's not finished. Mojito was just the appetizer.
As if responding to his words, the sky began to lighten, turning a sickly purple color. The clouds swirled in a vortex over the city. It wasn't just one ship this time. There were multiple portals opening simultaneously. From them, no graceful angels descended. Nightmares. Two giant figures emanating ki of destruction so dense the air became toxic. Eyes blank, minds erased, turned into Daishinkan puppets. Ewan and Arak were the gods of destruction. They're the gods of destruction, but they look evil. They're corrupt like Vegeta. Daishinkan's using them as biological weapons. Ewan, the hairy beast, opened his mouth and roared. The sound broke windows in the western capital. A sphere of corrupted haki formed on its jaws. Piccolo, 17, 18! Protect the civilians and Mom! Get down! Trunks with me! Gohan's aura burst into red and white beast mode. Silver-length hair. There was no hesitation. Gohan shot into the sky like a missile, intercepting Haki's sphere before it was fired. Gohan kicked that sphere into the stratosphere, detonating it, staining the sky black. Arak the Second God took advantage of this and attacked Piccolo with destructive energy whips. The war for land had begun. In Namek, the physical battle was brutal and one-sided. Goku was moving at light speed, hitting Vegeta's monstrosity with loaded fists of Omni authority. Each blow disintegrated meters of dark flesh and tentacles. "Get out of there, Vegeta!" Goku ripped the tentacles, trying to crush them, and threw a Kamehameha Omni at the center mass. The attack punctured the creature, leaving a smoking hole 10 meters. But the negative seed was relentless. The dark matter regenerated instantly, closing the wounds faster than Goku could give them, and every time he regenerated, the creature became bigger, denser, and adapting to Goku's power. Faster tentacles than before caught Goku by the limbs, pinning him in the air. Corruption burned his robe, trying to infect his skin.
"Join in! To us, Kakarot! The void. It's peace!"
Vegeta's face embedded in the beast's chest, stared at Goku with dead eyes. Goku struggled, physical strength immense, not something he could beat into submission. Zalma watched, impassive, his ultimatum hanging over their heads. "My external attacks will work! It's regenerating the energy of the negative universe. If I use more power to disintegrate it, it'll kill Vegeta!" Corruption began to cover Goku's face. He felt the chill of emptiness trying to enter his mind, whispering for him to give up. Goku looked at his dead eyes of his friend trapped in the mass. He recalled Zalma's words.
"Your friend doesn't exist anymore. What you see is a tumor."
"No, you're wrong! He's there!" Goku stopped resisting. Instead, he reversed the flow of his power. He expelled energy to defend himself and began to absorb the reality around him. His body shone with a blinding white light. Tentacles were not burned, they were absorbed in his skin. "If I can't get you from the outside, I'll come in and get you." Goku pushed himself forward, not to escape but dive in. He lunged straight at the monstrosity's chest, towards where Vegeta's body was. The black mass swallowed him.
"Foolish, you have voluntarily entered the domain of antimatter. Now not even your authority will be able to protect you."
The monster roared, a sound of triumph and pain as its form convulsed, digesting the Saiyan that had dared to enter its core. Namek was silent except for bubbling lava and the expectant gaze of the dragon god. Goku had managed to enter the corrupt energy that had consumed Vegeta. Goku hoped to find organs or dark energy. Instead, he found memories, but they were rotten memories. He saw Vegeta exploding over and over again in a loop of silent fire. He saw Nappa dying, Trunks being ran through by Cell, Bulma's face, but her eyes were sewn shut and was crying black blood. The negative pressure inside the negative sea wasn't trying to crush Goku's body. It was trying to erode his identity. Voices whispering, "Give up. Effort is pain. Forgetting is peace." "I won't listen! I know you're here, Vegeta!" Goku swam through the darkness. His Omni authority acted as a shield, burning corruption on contact. But for every meter he advanced, the void became denser. Finally, he got to the core. It was a grotesque throne room of obsidian bones and broken glass. On the throne, sitting with his head down, was Vegeta. It wasn't the giant monster outside. He was Vegeta in his base form. Small, vulnerable, chained to the throne by thorns sticking to his chest, right where the mark of the fallen angels was. "Vegeta!" Goku landed in front of the throne. Vegeta raised his head, eyes empty, black holes leading to nothing.
"Why have you come, Kakarot? There's nothing to save here. Daishinkan was right. I was always just an accumulation of envy disguised as pride."
"That's a lie! Daishinkan showed you fears, not your truth."
"My truth? I just hate you. I hate you for being better. I hate you for being the first. If I go with you, I'll be number 2 again. Here, in the nothingness, I'm the only one."
The thorns on Vegeta's chest glowed. Corruption tried to attack Goku, materializing shadow spears. Goku not flinching, the spears disintegrated at the touch of his white aura. "You hate me, Vegeta. That's what the seed wants you to believe. What you feel is fire. It's the desire to surpass yourself. And that fire is what makes you the strongest warrior I know." Goku extended his hand towards him. "Get out of here. The dragon Zalma's gonna erase us. If you want to die being a slave to Daishinkan, stay. But if you want to prove that you're the king of the Saiyans, get up and fight with me." Vegeta's empty eyes blinked. A violet spark, very small, appeared on the background of the blackness. Goku was fighting for Vegeta's soul. Earth was fighting for its physical survival. The capital of the West was in ruins. The destroyer god Ewan turned into a beast which matted hair and blind fury was rampaging through the central district. Arak was throwing energy whips that cut buildings like butter.
Don't let them join in! If they combine their Haka energy, the planet will explode!
Gohan was a silver blur at red speed. He intercepted a punch from Ewan that was aimed at a civilian shelter. The impact plunged Gohan into the asphalt but stopped the giant.
Goten! Trunks! Distract Arak! Piccolo and I'll take care of the furry one!
Understood. Come on, Goten! Goten and Trunks raised their ki to the max. They did not merge. There was no time for dancing. They worked in perfect synchronicity.
Final destructive glow!
2 rays of violet energy hit Arak in the face, momentarily blinding him. Meanwhile, Irwin roared and shot an energy beam out of his mouth at point-blank range at Gohan.
You won't!
Piccolo turned giant, catching his jaws with massive hands, forcing the mouth to close. The explosion occurred inside the corrupt god's mouth. Irwin shrieked, smoke billowing from his nostrils.
Now, Gohan, use everything you have!
Gohan jumped on Piccolo's back, using him as a launch pad, soaring into the sky, accumulating a terrifying amount of energy on his index finger.
You beastly destroyer!
The lightning was not a thin spiral. It was a drill of red and black light, the thickness of a train. It hit Ewan's chest, piercing through the corrupted divine armor, pinning him to the ground. The beast remained motionless for a second. The black corruption then began to heal the wound.
They regenerate, just like the thing in Namek. That was right. This isn't a strength fight. He's a pest.
At Namek, time was up. Zalma's essence shone with an intensity that made it impossible to look at him directly. The breath of erasure, that cataract of white light that Goku had partially deflected before, was now concentrated on a single point, the black mass where Goku entered.
Brave, but useless. The infection should be cauterized.
Zalma opened his cosmic jaws. A white sphere of light, small but with the mass of a neutron star, descended. There was no hurry. Erasure was inevitable. The black mass of Vegeta was convulsing. Giant tentacles punching the air, trying to reach the dragon god, disintegrated before touching him. Inside the mass, the moment of truth arrived.
Come on, Vegeta!
Vegeta was looking at Goku's hand. The voices in his head screaming louder.
He hates you. He's looking at you with pity.
But Vegeta looked at Goku's face. He saw those new eyes, white and gold. There was no pity. There was expectation. There was a silent defiance. Vegeta remembered something. Not the pain, not the defeat. He remembered the tournament of power. He recalled fighting back-to-back against Jiren. He remembered that without Goku, he would have never reached his own limits. Envy turned into fuel.
Me. I'm not a slave!
Vegeta grabbed Goku's hand. At that instant, the mark of the fallen angels on his chest exploded. Goku channeled his Omni authority through contact. The white light invaded Vegeta's spiritual body, burning the chains, burning the throne, burning the darkness.
Take it out!
Vegeta screamed. His violet aura emerged, but this time it mixed with Goku's white light. Outside in the real world, the monstrous mass stopped in its tracks. Cracks of white light appeared in his black skin. Zalma's erasure sphere was only a few meters away from impacting. The monstrosity exploded from within, not an explosion of fire, but of pure will. The negative seed was pulverized in an instant. 2 figures shot up, enveloped in a pillar of dual energy, white and violet. The enemy pillar crashed into Zalma's erasure sphere. There was a tense silence. Irresistible force against immovable object. And then, Zalma's sphere was pushed back. The combined will of the 2 Saiyans pierced the Dragon God's attack, scattering it in a shower of harmless lights over the ruins of Namek. The dust settled. Goku was floating in the air, breathing hard, gray robe losing luster. Next to him, Vegeta floated. Vegeta's changed again. No longer was the Black Abomination, he was in Ultra Ego form. No eyebrows, violet hair. But the mark of the inverted Z on his chest was no longer a bleeding black wound. It had healed to a bright white scar. Violet eyes were no longer empty. They burned with a murderous clarity. Zalma lowered his head, watching the two ants that stopped at foot.
They survived. They purged the negative seed without destroying the host. Hey, giant lizard, you almost deleted me. I take that personally.
Vegeta, don't provoke him. We barely have energy.
They have passed the test. Not that of strength, but that of existence. They have proven that their will to be is stronger than the universe's desire to not be.
Zalma began to turn translucent. His body was too heavy to stay any longer in this plane.
I am retiring. The Dragon Balls are safe now. But listen well. Daishinkan has opened a door that cannot be easily closed. The corruption they saw in your friend. It's on its way to Earth. On a larger scale. Goku, your omni-authority is key. Vegeta, your purified destruction's the sword. Use them well.
With one last flash, Zalma disappeared, leaving the sky of Namek empty and dark, but free from the immediate threat. Vegeta looked at his hands. He clenched his fist and felt the power flow. No longer was it Daishinkan's dirty power, but the experience he had left an imprint. His haki now felt heavier, more definitive.
Kakarot, don't think this means I owe you something. You only saved me so that Daishinkan would win.
I know, but I'm glad to have you back, best friend.
Shut up! We have to go to Earth. I can feel the key of those idiots of Ewan and Eric. And Gohan. His key's blinking.
Yes, Daishinkan made a mistake.
He let us both live.
Goku raised his hand and tore reality once more, directing a portal to the capital of the West. Let's get this over with. Goku and Vegeta crossed the portal, ready to bring war back home. Hope on Earth was measured in seconds. Gohan in beast form had brought down, his body embedded in the rubble of once a skyscraper. The monstrosity above him was the destroyer god Ewan, was raising a fist the size of a truck, dripping acidic saliva and corrupt destruction energy. A few hundred meters away, Orange Piccolo and the androids were kept at bay by Eric's energy whips.
It's over. They're cleaning. It's necessary.
The fist descended. Gohan's eyes closed, unable to lift his arms. The sound was not an impact of flesh, it was the sound of something being cut at a molecular level. Gohan opened his eyes. Ewan's fist had not touched him. In fact, his arm was no longer attached to his body. It had been cut cleanly from the elbow. The beast looked at his stump, confused before the pain registered.
How pathetic.
Floating in front of Ewan with his arms crossed in a look of absolute contempt was Vegeta. But it wasn't Vegeta that had left. His robe was torn, showing his bare chest. There, the white scar where the mark of corruption used to be shone brightly on his skin. His violet dark hair was billowing an aura that wasn't fire, but of gravitational pressure.
Do you call yourself God of Destruction? You're a mad dog that needs to be put down.
Ewan, blind with rage, threw his other arm and shot a bolt of energy out of his mouth. Vegeta didn't move. He just extended his right hand.
Haki, the king's sentence.
A small, compact sphere of violet energy shot out from Vegeta's finger. It pierced through Ewan's lightning bolt, piercing through his arm, striking the god's chest. Ewan froze. His body began to turn to dust, not from the outside in, but from the inside out. The black corruption shrieked as it was purged by pure destruction of Vegeta. In seconds, the giant Ewan disappeared, leaving glowing particles floating in the wind. A few kilometers away, Eric saw his partner fall. Panic seized his corrupt mind. He tried to flee to the sky, but it was blocked. Up there, standing in the air as if it were solid ground, was Goku. His gray and gold tunic was spotless. Eyes white with a golden ring look at Eric not with anger, but with a judicial calm.
You're not going anywhere.
Eric threw his energy whips at Goku, hundreds of them. Goku raised his hand and snapped his fingers. The space around Eric was solidified. Whips stopped in their tracks and broke like glass. Eric was paralyzed, trapped in a frozen cube of space-time. Goku descended until he was in front of the cube.
Your mind's not there, Eric. I'm sorry. I'll give you a break.
Goku touched the cube. A white light flooded the transparent prison, and Eric gently faded away, erased from existence without pain, returning to the cycle of universal energy. Gohan got up, limping. Piccolo, Trunks, Goten, everyone was looking at the two figures who had just eradicated two gods of destruction in less than a minute.
Dad! Mr. Vegeta! They are too powerful!
The victory seemed absolute. Bulma came out of her shelter crying with relief. Krillin and the others were coming over to celebrate, but Goku and Vegeta didn't move. They didn't let their guard down. Goku was staring at the zenith. Vegeta, teeth clenched, cold sweat running down his temple.
Are you sorry, Kakarot?
Yes, the fabric of reality stretched. Something too heavy's coming down. Suddenly the color of the sky changed. The blue, the red, the clouds. Everything disappeared. The arid sky was instantly replaced by an infinite pattern of neon colors. Turquoise, pink, and yellow. The horizon curved unnaturally. The sun turned square. The sound echoed all over the planet, not thunder, a melody. A children's song, simple, repetitive, but played with instruments that sounded like distorted screams. The sky opened up in the center. A ship not descended. The palace descended. A gigantic floating palace of Zeno-sama, shaped like the kanji everything, descended through the Earth's atmosphere, crushing the crowds under its weight. On the edge of the palace, looking down as if they were ants in a glass farm, they were there. The kings of everything, Zeno-sama. There were two of them. The one of the present and the one of the future. But something was wrong. Goku flew up, followed by Vegeta. They stopped at a safe distance from the palace. What they saw made their blood run cold. The two Zenos were sitting on thrones that floated on the edge of the palace, but they were not moving with their usual hyperactive energy. Their football-shaped heads hung laggingly to one side. Eyes, little black eyes, glassy, covered with a gray film like the eyes of a dead fish. Threads coming out of their backs, not physical, but dark violet energy cables pulsating rhythmically, connected directly to the palace structure and, further back, to a figure standing in the shadows.
Goku, bad. Goku, break up rules. Yes. Goku, dangerous. Delete.
Goku felt a twinge in his chest. He remembered the little friend that had given him the button to call him. He remembered his innocence, even if it was a dangerous innocence. Now, only seeing one victim. From the shadows of the thrones, Daishinkan emerged. The high priest was wearing a new black robe with the symbol of the Omni Rebellion on his back. His halo floated behind him, black as an eclipse. He was smiling, but not with malice, but with the satisfaction of a master showing his final work.
Welcome to the royal audience.
His voice was amplified without a microphone, reaching every corner of Earth. They were Goku, Vegeta. They have exceeded my expectations. To purify a negative seed, Zalma must have been generous.
Damn you, Daishinkan, look at them! They're dolls! They're the kings of the universe! They were kids with shotguns, Vegeta. Whimsical, unstable. They deleted universes because they were in a bad mood or because they lost a game. That's not order. That's chaos. I've given them purpose, connected their minds to the great truth. Now they only delete what is logically unnecessary. And right now, logic dictates that Universe 7 is a miscalculation.
Let them go, Daishinkan! You have no right to control their souls!
Right? I'm the father of the angels. I maintain the structure. Let's see if your new authority can stop the absolute will. My lords, proceed.
Daishinkan pulled the invisible energy threads. Two Zenos raised their small hands in unison. They didn't charge energy. They didn't scream. Their hands glowed with a white light that made the sun look like an extinguished candle.
Disappear. World.
The white light went down. Not lightning, there's a wall of non-existence. The sky disappeared. The air disappeared. The light did not travel, simply, where the wall touched, reality turned into a blank page. Down on Earth, Gohan and the others looked up. They felt no fear. They felt the biological certainty that they had died. It was an ending that they couldn't fight against. Zeno's power was something not even Ultra Ego could challenge. It was the supreme rule of the game. But Goku moved. He didn't run away, he stood directly in the way of the white light wall. Goku closed his eyes. His hands were clasped in a praying position, but with the fingers interlaced outward, an ancient seal that Zalma had showed him in the Crucible. Omni-authority! Principle of permanence! Goku opened his eyes. The golden ring on the irises turned white, expanded not like an explosion, but like a solid shield, a dome of unchanging reality. Zeno's erasure crashed into Goku's dome. The sound was unbearable, a sound of paradox, a force that said you cease to exist colliding with a force that said I decide to exist. The skies fractured. Black cracks appeared in the atmosphere. Revealing the emptiness of the space, the Pacific Ocean was evaporated into a conceptual friction. Goku grunted. Gold blood started coming from his nose and ears, his gray robe beginning to disintegrate, holding the weight of the erasure of 2 Omni Kings.
Is he resisting? No way! Zeno's authority is absolute! Zalma, you old lizard, what did you give him?
Daishinkan moved his fingers, forcing more power through Zenos.
More! Delete it! Delete it all!
The Zenos began to tremble violently. Their small bodies started to crack, light coming out of their mouths and eyes.
Hurts. Ahead. Goku! Goku, stop it!
Goku released one hand from the seal and pushed it forward. He didn't attack Zeno. He attacked the connection. A beam of Omni-authority, thin as a needle, shot outwards the palace, aiming the violet energy threads that bound the kings.
Insolent!
Daishinkan stepped in, creating a supreme angelic level barrier. Goku's lightning struck Daishinkan's barrier. The resulting explosion shook the entire solar system. Jupiter was pushed out of orbit. The moon broke into pieces. On Earth, Vegeta had to create a massive ki shield so that the shockwave wouldn't kill everyone on the surface. The cosmic smoke dissipated. Goku, panting, floating with one knee in the air, exhausted. His body shone intermittently, his form omni-unstable. Upstairs, Zeno's palace had a gigantic crack running through the middle. Daishinkan was standing with a singed robe and an expression of cold fury. He blocked the attack, but the effort disconnected the Zenos, who were now hanging unconscious on their thrones. Daishinkan looked at Goku, then the damaged Zenos. He calculated the odds. If he kept forcing the Zenos, they might break before erasing Goku. And without Zeno, his plan wouldn't work.
You've gained time, Son Goku. You managed to draw the power of a king. I admit you're an anomaly that needs to be rectified with a greater care.
The palace rose, receding into a pocket dimension.
Don't celebrate. It's not a battle, it was a stress test. Now I know your limits. Your omnipotent authority wears you down. My army is infinite. My kings are absolute. Enjoy your broken planet. I'll be back when the big lineup is complete. And then, even Zalma won't save you. Don't run away, you coward!
Vegeta fired, but the palace had already disappeared, leaving only the chest sky slowly fading to become a blue sky again, albeit full of atmospheric scars. Goku fell, his transformation undone. Black hair with white tips went to normal black. His gray tunic faded, leaving him the remnants of his orange trousers. Vegeta caught him in the air before he hit the ground. They landed in the ruins of the western capital. Gohan, Piccolo, and the others ran towards them.
Goku, Vegeta! Are they gone?
They withdrew, but they'll come back.
Goku opened his eyes, pale, more deadly than ever.
Zeno! They're suffocating! I could feel it when I collided with their power! They're screaming inside!
Goku, you stopped the erasure of existence. That shouldn't be possible.
I didn't stop it, Piccolo. Alone. I put my foot on the door so it wouldn't close. But Daishinkan's right. I'm getting worn out. The power of Zalma is not infinite for a human.
Gohan looked at his own hands, trembling. He felt useless. Despite his beast mode, despite all his power, he'd been a spectator in the battle of the gods.
We have to get ready. We can't depend on Dad and Vegeta. If Daishinkan brings his whole army of angels...
We need to recruit Broly, Granola, the warriors of the other universes who have survived. Jiren, if this is a war against the throne, we need an army of heretics.
Goku sat up with a faint smile on his face.
You're right, Vegeta, but first, does anyone have an energy seed? I'm hungry.
Despite the horror, a small nervous laugh ran through the group. They were alive for now.
But in the sky, the broken moon was a permanent reminder the next time the sky changed color, it would be the end.
What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.